Welcome to Vintage Variety. Today I'm going antiquing and I'm going to bring you guys along with me. We're going to be visiting a local antique store called Flea Antiques. As usual, I'll be on the lookout for any vintage or antique jewelry that I can spot at this store, but we'll also have a look around at all of the different wares they have to offer. So right in the door they have a case and it is full of jewelry. I see a beautiful antique cameo. In fact, I see a couple of them. Lots of lovely items in this. I see quite a few that I'm interested in looking at. Look at the rings. I see one that I really like. They have some sterling. Love the bracelet. It is gorgeous. So I've already spotted a few items that I'm probably going to ask to see. This is another case, and it looks like a lot of what's in here is just going to be things like silver coins and some silverware. Just taking a very good look at everything, I have spotted an old silver-plated brush. It was probably part of a vanity set. Everything in this booth is 40% off. So I'm going to look pretty thoroughly to see if I can spot anything that I would be interested in purchasing. I like those. I really don't have a use for them, so I'm probably not going to get those today. I seem to have a lot of these brass candlestick holders, and I really like these for decorating, but I feel like they're a little too pricey. They also have some uranium glass. This is pretty. Says it's Czech. We have a lot of really beautiful hull pottery in this case. This is something that I could easily get into collecting. However, I'm not even going to start because I know I don't have room for it, but I can still admire it. I've spotted an old slide glass lamp over here. Unfortunately, all of the glass is missing. Okay, so some more jewelry. I see a few pieces that I'm interested in looking at. I'm going to check out the prices. A lot of the prices in this store are reasonable, and some of them I feel are really overpriced. But I do see a few really nice pieces in here that I may end up getting today. Lots of earrings. I see a couple of brooches, so not bad. Here we have some necklaces, so I'm going to get a close look at these to see if I can spot anything that's good. Of course, I'm going to check to see if any of them are signed. And here we have some more. I don't really see any of these that I would be interested in purchasing. Another case, it has some really nice items in it, so I'm going to get a close look at those. This case has some great items in it. Look at the old antique purse. I see quite a few that I'm going to ask to look at. That about concludes our trip today. I think we've seen just about everything that was worth looking at. I will show you guys all of the items I ended up purchasing at the end of the content. We are back home, and I'm really excited to show you guys this haul. This is not a huge haul, but they had a good selection this time. I've shopped in that store in the past, and they really didn't have a lot as far as vintage jewelry was concerned. Fortunately for me, they have switched owners, and they have a lot of new vendors, so they had a much better selection. Before we get started, I did want to mention I will have another sale coming up on my channel. When I do my sales, I usually have a sale preview midweek showing some of the items that will be in the sale, and then the sale posts on Saturday. So keep an eye out for that in case you guys are interested. I am trying to get ahead in recording content to make time to redo another room in my house. A couple of weeks ago, I posted content showing my new YouTube studio. That's the room that we're in today. You guys really seem to enjoy that. I know that my channel is mainly about jewelry, but I do enjoy collecting other vintage and even antique items, and I like to incorporate those into the interior of my home. So this room is a guest room, and I am going to decorate it with vintage and antique items. So if this is something that you guys are interested in seeing, let me know in the comments so that I can do before and after video of this room and upload it as content for you guys to see. So now let's get started. We're going to go through all of this beautiful jewelry, and I'm going to show you each of the pieces that I found today. The first item that I'm going to start with is this one. A while back, I went to an antique store, and they had a couple of these in a case, and they were very pricey. So when I ran across this today, laying over in one of the booths, I was excited because it was a good price. I believe this is a shoulder brooch. I think that's what you call them. You kind of pin it on your shoulder. It's fully articulated, so it has a lot of movement to it. I was shocked that this was such a good price compared to the other ones that I had saw. I don't see any marks on it, so it's not signed. And I did not look at the other ones they had at the previous antique store, so they could have been signed versions of this, and that might have been why they were more expensive. Look at the green rhinestone eyes. I'm glad it's not missing any stones. All the enameling is in excellent condition on this. I did not get to get all of the booths recorded for the content. I try to keep my content short, but that wasn't really the problem today. The biggest problem today was I was running out of space on my phone. So I literally had to come home and sit down for a good hour and go through and delete old pictures and videos. But this was probably one of my best finds today. Once I saw the price on it, I knew I was going to buy it. I don't have anything like this in my personal collection. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, but I do not know for sure if this is something I would wear. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this piece or not, but regardless of that, I think it was a fabulous find. This necklace came out of one of the cases that were at the front of the store. I did get that on video when we first went in, and I decided to go back when I was checking out and asked to see this one. Most of the items that were in the case were expensive, but they did have some reasonably priced items. I thought that perhaps this was sterling, but the price didn't match up with it being sterling. It was a really good price, so I decided that I would go ahead and get it. When I got home, I looked over it. I looked at the closure on it. I did not see any 925 marks or sterling marks. So what I decided to do was to go ahead and test it here at home, and it turns out it's not sterling, but I picked this because I liked it. I think this is a beautiful necklace. I think this would be a great piece for layering. It has a really nice length to it. This will go really well layered with other silver chains or even with some beads that had silver tone spacers in them. When I was looking at the necklace, I also spotted these earrings in the case. I also thought that perhaps these could be sterling. And I did notice that there was a mark on the inside. You can see that I have cleaned one of them. The reason I did that is I wanted to be able to read the mark that was on the inside of the earring. It is not a 925 mark. I did test these. It turns out they're just silver plate. But either way, they were a really good price. And I'm going to show you guys the before and after of the markings that's on the inside of these in case any of you recognize the mark. This is the mark on the inside before I cleaned it, and it kind of looked like a ship's anchor. But after I'd cleaned it, I wasn't really sure if that was some kind of a ship's anchor, if it's some kind of a fish. My eyesight's not the best, but if you guys recognize this mark, let me know in the comments. Here is a good look at this beautiful necklace and these earrings on the form. I do still have to clean the other earring, but wouldn't these two pieces of jewelry look fantastic together? I really like putting together sets this way when I run across pieces that I think would look great as a combination. Another pair of earrings that I found today, and these were in one of the booths, are these beautiful little glass earrings. I believe these are Venetian glass. They are hand painted, and I thought those are really cute. They were a good price, so I decided to go ahead and get these also. This next necklace is absolutely fabulous. When I saw it, the first thing that went through my mind is, could that possibly be an Iris Apfel? You know, she did a lot of jewelry for HSN, and I actually have one of these necklaces, and this looked a lot like it. I did look at the tag on it, and I'm not so sure, but either way, I think this is gorgeous. I'm going to show you guys the marking that's on this. It has a big R in cursive, and it's on both sides of the necklace. And, you know, the pieces that she did for HSN, I believe it was Rah Rah Iris or something like that. I have a necklace similar to this one, and I'm going to pause recording, and I'm going to get it out, and I'm going to show it to you guys, and we'll compare the two. So this is the one that I did purchase from HSN. It's still in its original box. It has everything with it. And I think this is really pretty. You can see that it's kind of made like the other necklace. And this one does not have the hang tag on it. There's the closure on this one. But you can see that it's marked here on the actual piece. Let me turn this around so you guys can get a better look at it. So that is where it's marked on this piece. So I think it's safe to say that this is not an Iris Apfel necklace, probably some other designer, but I think this is a really fun necklace to wear. I love all of the colors and the color combinations in this. I'm going to put this on the form and show you guys how it looks. This is how this necklace looks on the form. It's a very long necklace. It would also be a good necklace for layering. Think about all of the color combinations that could be worn with this, because it does have so many colors with it. It would also look great with some gold beads or some gold chains, because it does have those gold tone links in it. This is how it looks doubled up on the form, and I think that's probably the way I would wear it. I just like how it looks doubled up on itself. It makes two layers. Because it's such a bold statement necklace, I don't even think that this necklace would need to be layered with anything else. It makes a statement on its own. This necklace was a great find and a big surprise. I love the tassels at the bottom of it. It's done like a lariat style necklace, but it is not adjustable. I picked this up because I thought it was beautiful. I love the enameling on it, the faux pearls, and the tiny little red glass stones that are set into it. I always look at pieces to see if they're marked or not, and I didn't see a marking on the clasp on this. It has a shepherd's hook or a hook closure on it. As you can see here, there are no markings, no hang tags, and I went ahead and got it. And then when I got home and I started looking at it, I realized that it was marked on the actual pendant itself. I'm going to zoom into this so you guys can see this is a Monet necklace. I really need to look at my Monet book to see if this is a book piece. But either way, I love Monet jewelry. I have quite a good collection of it. And I think that this is a piece that I will keep and I will add it to my collection, because I do like to wear their pieces of jewelry. You can see this just has some beautiful detail on it, and it's in excellent condition. Here is a look at this beautiful Monet necklace on the form. I think this is just a beautiful stand-alone piece by itself. And I love how they've done these chain tassels with the pearls at the bottom of this. It really goes well with the pearls that are set into the pendant itself. And the last item that I picked up are these beautiful earrings. These earrings have real pearls. They are not set in any kind of precious metal, at least not that I could tell. Possibly could be gold plated, but either way, pearls are classic, whether it's a necklace or earrings, but I liked how this has more of a modern twist to it. I think these are gorgeous, and this is a pair that I plan to keep in my collection. because it is a pair of earrings that I know I will wear. Here is a better look at these earrings. I think these are just gorgeous. Now, these are pierced earrings, and I'm fine with that because I do have pierced ears. So, all in all, I think this was an excellent haul from this antique store. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to share these items with me. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on more content about collecting vintage and antique items. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.